Their role was escort. They would fly alongside the Ospreys in transport helicopters carrying the Marines. If hostile drones appeared along the route, helicopter gunners were ready to engage. Their job was to eliminate threats before they could reach the transport aircraft. Full combat readiness. Across the entire strike group, every system was active. Weapons were manned. Radars scanned the skies and seas. Fighter jets patrolled above. Helicopters escorted the transports. Every ship in the formation remained alert. Ready to defend. Ready to respond. And ready to protect American forces and their allies in one of the most strategically important regions in the world. Events like these show how quickly military forces must react during moments of crisis. Preparation, coordination, and discipline allow thousands of personnel to move together as one powerful force. If you want more daily world news updates and global military stories, please support the channel. Remember to subscribe to The Real Updates. Like the video. Share it with friends. And help this small channel grow. Right now we have only 5 subscribers, and your support can make a huge difference. Thank you for watching. And we will see you in the next update. After final checks, the first aircraft rolled forward. An AV-8B Harrier II. The pilot taxied into position, increased engine power, and launched from the deck. Within seconds, the aircraft climbed rapidly into the sky. Super Hornets launch. Behind the Harrier, more aircraft moved into position. F/A-18 Super Hornets rolled onto the flight deck one after another. Each jet connected to the catapult. Engines roared at full power. Then launch. One after another, they shot off the bow of the carrier and climbed into the sky. Their mission. The pilots had 3 main objectives. First, intercept and destroy any incoming missiles that could threaten the carrier group. Second, establish air superiority along the flight corridor that Marines would use to reach Allied bases. And third, strike enemy military installations, radar systems, missile launchers, and command centers that could threaten coalition forces. The sky above the region quickly filled with aircraft on patrol. Marine deployment. Back on the carrier deck, Marines moved toward V-22 Osprey aircraft waiting nearby. They boarded through the rear ramps in single file. Each Marine carried full combat gear. Rifles. Body armor. Ammunition. Packs. Once everyone was seated, the ramps closed. The engines started. The Ospreys lifted off vertically like helicopters. Then their rotors tilted forward. They accelerated and headed toward their destination. Helicopter support. Another group of Marines boarded a military transport helicopter. Within moments, it lifted off and followed the same route as the Ospreys. Their mission was to reach Allied bases and strengthen security in the region. Escort and protection. Meanwhile, defensive preparations on the carrier continued. Every machine gun position was rechecked. Anti-aircraft missile systems remained active. Attack helicopters on the flight deck were armed with door-mounted machine guns and loaded with ammunition. Battle stations. Across the aircraft carrier and its escort ships, sailors and soldiers rushed to their defensive positions. Weapons lockers opened. Equipment was distributed. Every station was manned. Snipers climbed to elevated positions along the ship's massive structure, setting up rifles to watch the horizon. Every direction was monitored. Nothing was ignored. Marines prepare. Below the flight deck, U.S. Marines gathered for a rapid briefing. They were preparing to deploy to Allied bases in the Middle East. Time was limited. Officers quickly explained the mission. The transport method. The destination. And the actions required upon arrival. The briefing lasted only minutes. Every Marine understood the urgency. Defensive weapons ready. On the upper deck, gun crews moved quickly. Massive ammunition belts were fed into ship-mounted machine guns positioned along the rails. Charging handles were pulled. Weapons were made ready. Meanwhile, soldiers carrying shoulder-fired anti-aircraft missile systems climbed to higher decks. Their job was simple but critical. Watch the sky. Protect the fleet. Every direction was under observation. Binoculars scanned the water. Sniper scopes tracked anything that moved in the air or across the waves. Weapon tests. Once the machine guns were loaded, the gunners conducted test bursts. Short controlled fire echoed across the water. These bursts ensured the weapons were functioning properly. Brass casings rattled across the deck. Every system was checked. Every weapon confirmed operational. The entire strike group was now at full combat readiness. Fighter jets prepare. Below the flight deck, mechanics were already working on the aircraft. Missiles were mounted on the pylons. Fuel tanks were topped off. Avionics systems were tested. Control surfaces were inspected. What would happen if a missile suddenly struck an American tanker in one of the most tense regions in the world? Within seconds, alarms sound, missiles launch, fighter jets roar into the sky, and thousands of soldiers move into combat positions. Tonight on The Real Update, we take you inside the dramatic moment when a U.S. carrier strike group went to full combat readiness in the Persian Gulf. Before we begin, if you enjoy daily world news and global updates, please support the channel. I currently have only 5 subscribers, and your support means everything. Please subscribe to The Real News, like the video, and help this channel grow. Now, let's begin. The incident. An American tanker was moving through the northern part of the Persian Gulf, inside Iraqi waters. Suddenly, disaster struck. The vessel caught fire after being hit by what reports described as an Iranian missile strike. The moment the incident was detected, the situation changed instantly. Across the region, American naval forces raised their combat alert level. Aircraft carriers and escort ships operating nearby moved immediately into defensive battle posture. Missiles launch. The response was fast. On the escort warships surrounding the carrier, vertical launch cells opened. Moments later, Tomahawk cruise missiles fired one after another. The powerful missiles streaked into the sky, leaving bright trails as they arced toward distant targets. Their destination. Strategic locations believed to be connected to hostile operations.